party like that. Anyway, all right. That was my VMA rundown, and that's all I got for the VMAs. I have a new question for all of you. Who believes Nicki Minaj is not in a 360 deal?
Who believes she's not in a 360 deal?
Oh, you mean for us?
Not even Tez or G believe that shit.
Yeah, I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah, Maul.
Hey, but you know what though?
Maul, don't matter of fact.
No,
don't matter of fact this one.
He gonna ask the person that's tricking her into thinking she's not in a 360 deal.
Maul, come on, man. Just put the phone down.
Nicki Budden was on one today.
I think she is, but I just want to be sure.
I'm texting baby.
Listen, I don't even know where y'all gotta help me. This is like the first time I'm lost in even how to cover some shit. Nicki's been all over the place.
Word.
She did a lot. She had a busy week.
Yeah, my memory is bad, but just
I don't even know
day,
I couldn't even keep up.
She told Travis Scott his album is not. She spoke to Travis Scott.
Told son, look here. Your shit ain't number one.
And he agreed.
He said, "All right."
Nah, she told us. She said, "Nah, Travis, no, he ain't number one." I spoke to him.
Yeah, he said, "All right." And she was like,
I spoke to him.
That's what she said.
I know, man. It's just sad.
Oh
Hold
man,
on, Nicki, if Maul is fed up, you have some reevaluation to do.
It's not that I'm fed up. It's just like I just don't understand how her camp is allowing her to move like this. Yeah, I just don't understand that.
Well, I had tweeted, I don't judge the meltdown. People have meltdowns all the time. I really judge the people around them that let it happen publicly.
That's what I don't understand. Like I'm just like,
and I know sometimes
they not care about you,
but yeah, like Nicki can have a meltdown.
You can have a meltdown.
That's fine.
But my thing is,
where are your friends?
When you're on the level that Nicki is on,
she sold 200,000 albums.
That's a lot of records.
That's a lot of albums.
That's a lot of records. So I'm not understanding why all of this is.
Here's a question that I asked myself: if Nicki had the #1 album, would she be doing this expose the streaming services rant and campaign?
No.
Well, stop, because we're going to get into that later. Well, I want to spend time on that one, so we'll get into that later. Let's get back in whatever. She brought the poor baby into it.
Ew, Stormy was hating.
Stormy sold. She bought all the albums.
Defend it, Mom.
I can't.
I got nothing, man.
I can't defend it. I really just don't understand how they are allowing Nicki to. She's just doing shit that's just like, yo, you are way too big of an artist to be moving like this. I'm sorry.
Well, my thing,
like, you on your phone way too much.
She
like,
sold 200,000 fucking
that's
albums.
not a bad.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so I don't understand where all of this extra, like this, it's like you just doing way too. I've never seen an artist of this caliber just talk this much.
Well,
like,
I think you have to live and die on that hill when you, for your whole last 6 months, have only talked about numbers, and numbers are the only thing that matter, and this is why I'm better than everyone else. 200,000 is great to us, but when you've been just pumping out that you're the #1 person and it's only because of numbers, fuck the music, it doesn't matter what the climate is there. It's just I'm #1 because of this chart or this streaming service. Yeah, 200,000 does not look that great when that's the only thing you've been pumping out to your fans for the last 6 months.
And let me clarify. I no longer think that Nicki is in the 360 deal. I don't think that.
I clarified that on the break.
We were on a break. Sorry, I'm on air. Pardon me. But I don't think so because of her deal's not direct. Like, she's in quite a few deals.
Right.
I don't think she's in a 360. I don't think she was negotiating. That's just my opinion. But anyway, listen, this is how I get here. I'm still trying to identify this behavior and pinpoint why it's happening.
Can I pose a scenario?
Hey, there's Ian. Hey, my man Ian is here. Let's hear it. Don't get us in trouble.
Position a scenario for you guys.
We're corporate. Don't get us in trouble.
Not getting us in any trouble.
All right, great.
Okay, here we go. So recently,
what if
along
Ian was the guy to get us in trouble?
We're not in any trouble.
All right, fine.
Okay, so recently along this timeline that we're all following with Nicki, you see that she's been spending a little more time with someone named Tekashi. Tekashi's tactics and marketing approach, so to speak.
That's why I be firing Ian.
Hold on. Hold on.
I see what he's saying.
Hold on. Is
back, you a Harold Mine.
Sorry, that was a mistake.
Abrasive to say the least, and as opposed to what's happening with Nicki, it's working. So maybe some influence as to the erratic behavior that everyone's talking about is a sign of the direction she's heading in for everything.
The views for her other records on YouTube do not mirror that of Fifi. Let me just throw that out there.
She's doing right now.
So when you tell me that it's working, I don't see any indicator in that. You just said it. You said she's seeing results.
I see what he's saying though. She's
taking
from the blueprint of
him.
Let me just make a lot of noise.
Exactly, because that seems to work.
Correct.
Yeah. But again,
what she's doing is not working.
I think the only reason this behavior is happening because she put that out there. You either have to be number one and your numbers have to be the best. And it doesn't matter.
We keep isolating.
And so the numbers have to be wrong.
We keep isolating incidents because we live in a very momentary world right this second. So let's encapsulate all this shit. Let's talk about everything that she's done. Because it's been a lot. I think it's way more than, I guess this is my retort. I think it's way more than, oh, she's doing the Tekashi shit. She did Black Ink. I'm not joking. Like, honestly.
She did. But it went number one after she was on it.
She told us.
Which, it's all about numbers with her.
But I'm just putting this all together. She did Black Ink. Her mom did an interview about the case.
I missed that one.
With the news. That was telling. No, I'm
just
not
the way
laughing.
you said with the news was funny to me.
That was telling because we've been waiting to hear anything from them regarding that. So
I didn't even see the mom's shit.
That's my point. That's my point to you about a lot has been happening. She did Vogue Brazil. Like
Brazil's a big country.
She did. I don't know if it was Brazil. I'm just making
she's
a joke.
in 45 countries.
She did like Vogue Russia.
Also a big country.
She didn't even do like the Vogue. What I'm saying is she tweeted our text.
She did.
I have a long.
That's a wild rollout.
My memory is bad. However, there's a long list of shit that I won't say her, but someone involved has suggested to her to do throughout the months that have just reeked of desperation. It's much. This started way before Tekashi and the Fifi shit.
Okay.
If I'm listening to her, that song happened
fairly recently. Yeah.
With more desperation. She was just on Instagram one night. He was in the studio flipping. She hit him. Thirsty.
Yeah.
So I'm not letting us use the simple scapegoat of it's trolling. This is deeper than trolling. I've even pointed to pill usage. Like this is deeper than that. So now here I'm leading. This is my big leadway into my grand finale argument with Maul.
Huh.
So we may have had this is what I think, and I have no basis to say any of this shit. This is just my opinion from years of doing this shit. I feel like Universal and Nicki Minaj are about to part ways soon. I know that today that sounds like the dumbest thing in the world.
I think it's better for her.
I know. Hey, we can argue that some other time. I know that sounds really stupid. Let me say that. I got to qualify. I know that sounds really, really stupid. But if I'm watching all of these desperation tactics, and I'm calling them what they indeed are, desperation tactics.
Yeah.
And I have to figure out why it's happening. This is the first. I go back to. You gotta really listen to people when they talk. I go back to her and Meek. Because she was with Meek when Meek was wildin', allegedly. This is from his mouth. And from his mouth, it was her guidance and tutelage that kind of helped clean him up a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not off in that, right?
Yeah. I think that was the narrative, yeah.
So then I listened to her talk. When was it? Today or whenever the fuck? Yesterday? I don't remember when it was. She's even replying to a lot of the rumors and shit that the public has said about her, right? So it says that she's very cognizant. She's very aware, no matter what's going on, right? Mm-hmm. So if she's aware in doing this, like, no, I'm not pointing it to trolling. I have to figure out what it is. So I think that this was the first time I've heard her go on a Universal rant where she was speaking negatively about her record label. I think someone who is as big as her, when you're that big, you're great at concealing things and keeping secrets. That's how you stay that big.
Right.
For her to come out and have poor words about Universal, to me, is a telltale sign of what is to come. If I couple that with some of the tricks and the tactics to raise numbers, it lets me know how they're feeling. I've been saying that for over a year.
Right.
And I'll couple that with this new Queen Radio thing, the very same thing that she mocked and ridiculed us for 3 years ago.
Right.
I don't think she's that delusional. I do think that there's a reason for all of these things. Feedback from the floor. What do you guys think?
I don't think it's drugs though.
I'm not saying that. I don't know what it is. But
no, I'm just saying that because that was kind of a narrative. I feel like we kind of sort of.
Well, that's because niggas we guessing. We're guessing.
Right.
We're guessing.
I
Nobody has seen that.
Again, I'm going back to why I don't understand any of this is because she sold a lot of records.
Right.
So I still don't understand what the beef was.
All right, so stop right there. That leads me to my next point. When I was trying to figure out, damn, what's wrong with selling 185,000 records? That's a lot of records.
It's a lot of records.
Even with the tricks, like even with the shenanigans, that's a job well done.
That she was saying Travis shouldn't have been doing.
Yeah,
that's what I understand. We're doing the clothes shit. I was like,
weird.
You had the bundles with your tickets and the title
weird.
shit.
Yeah.
You can't say that.
We all,
all of y'all are doing the tricks. The people that subscribe to the trick game, y'all are doing the tricks. So you can't get mad. You can't get mad.
And honestly, I'm not even mad at the tricks. Go ahead. I don't care about numbers. So whatever. If that makes you feel better,
I hate that we've gotten to the numbers game in hip hop and in music in general. Like, why do we care that much about numbers?
My thing is,
well,
I don't care about the tricks as long as the music is still good.
And that's what bothers me the most about this Nicki thing too.
Through all of that.
The album's not trash.
Right.
All right, so let me make a confession to everyone that's listening. Most of my career, like I was never really the guy that was big enough to have to really focus on having the #1 album in the country, right?
Right.
Never, ever, ever, ever. I always was confused by that. I'll explain. I'll get into how ignorant I was at one point and how it was explained to me, and maybe that could help us here. I never got why people were so focused on the #1 album in the country. #1 album in the country. So, into my career, here comes Rage in the Machine. Rage in the Machine is about to be a #1 album. It has the chance to do it.
The chance.
Yeah, because we know early. See, labels know early. Yeah. You know way early.
I mean, you can tell by the pace of how something.
Yeah, you know what's going on. So Ian started jumping all up and down. He's getting super.
In his Nautica shirt.
Yeah, it was pressed.
He ironed it that day.
Yeah, that whole week, Ian thought we could catch the #1. Woo, was he smiling?
Yeah.
When a nigga smile too much, it's like, come on, my nigga.
I think we did a couple #1s. We did No Love Lost. I think was #1 hip hop at least, not #1 in the country. But
see, when we start getting into the funny one #1, I don't want a funny #1.
It's like the podcast charts now.
I don't want a funny #1.
I don't want a funny #1.
You didn't like that algorithm?
No, get me off that stream.
Yeah, tell me I'm number 127.
No, so listen. So my album, my Rage in the Machine album, was a #1 album. Now, mind you, nobody else came out that week. And the next week, it dropped a lot. Guess what? Didn't really matter. Because now that it was a #1 album, whoever needed to go pitch or leverage or whatever could go and say, hey, this is the #1 rap album. And what that does to all the buzzworthy, see, this stuff is secret language to casual fans because the music business is built around the casual fan. It's not built around niggas like us who really love this shit. They don't really give a fuck about us. That language is built for them to say, hey, rap is the biggest genre, and this week, this was the biggest person. Spend it now. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like when somebody had to explain to me why everybody was running around lying about their Instagram followers and buying Twitter followers and all this shit. I was like, Jesus, is everybody that awkward? No, niggas is just getting to the virtual bags.
Right. Yeah.
everybody. See, I was late to the whole algorithms bring a bag thing. The bloggers were on it. Vlad was on it. Everybody was on it way before me.
But also, even with that, like, do you guys remember if Volume 2 was number one? Like, after some time, it doesn't matter. We're like,
yeah, but you know what? You never hear about the number 2, and the number 2 is a big deal and a big accomplishment. But you never hear niggas say, "Hey, I had the number 2."
Especially when your number 2 was right there, numbers wise, with the number 1.
Well, I think it bothered her a little bit too that it was Travis's second week. It wasn't his first week. I think that bothered her a little bit as well.
Yeah, but he's on.
It's all back to the perception. He has to play the cleanup game.
Kardashian records, man.
But even in that, what is the problem?
Nah, that buzz was around Travis.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
that buzz was around him.
He's been working crazy for the past 2 or 3 years.
Nah, that buzz was there.
And he didn't receive this same acclaim when his last album came out. He didn't. He deserves this
for sure.
My thing is, Nicki is an established superstar in this industry. She should not. Things like this should not upset her.
And this is not the first time she was number 2, by the way. Her last album only went to number 2.
Do these things really upset her?
Yes.
I mean, now they do.
There's a lot of things we said Tekashi that was real. And then
we're saying yes.
Well, yeah, no, this bothers her.
I think she's really bothered about it.
Listen, I can't be mad at her for, quote, exposing the streaming thing. I think that's a conversation that needs to be had. There's definitely some bullshit going on there.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But we just don't.
That.
I know you wouldn't do this if your album was number 1
right.
and the numbers were what you wanted them to be.
Right.
Then it would have been fine. It was some real Trump shit.
I have a huge issue with that too, Mo. I'll be honest with you.
What?
She's been playing that game. So now to stand on the other side of the fence when the game isn't quite working to your standard.
Even though it's still working to her standard.
No, it's not to her standard.
Not to her.
Okay,
it's all
her standard may be a bit beyond reason at this point. I don't know.
Right.
But it's not working to her standard.
Yeah, man.
I still think that
shit was like when Trump tweeted, "Fuck the Electoral College, that shit is trash." And then he won. He was like, wow, that's a great system. I think it's the opposite with Nicki there. I think if she would have hit those numbers and would have been number 1, shout out to Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, all my people. That's what it would have been. I don't think you're exposing as genuine.
I just need Nicki to start acting like a superstar again.
Hey, that's what I've been saying for
welcome
3 years.
Welcome to the last year of this podcast.
Like, no, I just need her. Listen, you are Nicki Minaj.
And Maul, that's why, I guess that's another thing for me that highlighted the greatness of Travis Scott in this particular moment. The contrast in approaches exhibited from these two. Just,
yeah.
Like, Travis got the number 1 album. We still haven't heard a word from him until he hit that stage the other night at the fucking VMAs. Then Travis got the number 1 album, then went to go shoot some hoops.
But this is okay.
That nigga went and grabbed, grabbed his ball kicks.
This is what I'm saying.
Hit Meek with the step back.
This is what I'm saying.
That was symbolic. Yeah.
No, it was the nastiest form I've ever seen.
It went in.
It went in.
Meek is 6'5". Why couldn't he block it?
Yeah, but no.
I had enough of Meek in athletics.
When somebody shoots like that, you don't even know what they're doing. I thought he was throwing that shit out of bounds.
You know, like the really trash dude on the court, and sometimes his shots fall, and you're like,
no, I get it.
That's the nigga that was Jay and Maul's face out the night we went to the park.
My face out.
A guy that shoot just like Thad.
No, you don't shoot like that.
Thad killed you, nigga.
Nah,
Tory Lanez got worse form?
No, Travis Scott has the worst form.
The only time
Tory Lanez has the worst form.
Tory Lanez is hard. Yeah, it's really bad. The only time I ever wanted
y'all
to.
Didn't see the.
I saw the clip.
Snapshot. Y'all didn't see the picture of. I thought Travis got shot. Like, I thought somebody bucked him from the stands. I was like, yo, they clapped my mans in them. You got to see it. Y'all didn't see that picture? Yeah, y'all didn't see it. Let me
no, I saw the video.
This might need to be the cover.
Oh, wait, those were the gunshots.
That came from the crowd.
Travis ain't surviving that one. That's a little tiny ass. He's going down.
I'm sorry, what? Down?
Look at
down.
This. Look at this.
I hit that little move before.
Look at this, man.
That
looks like somebody that just shot the ball, somebody that just got shot.
No, that looks like me trying to get off the train.
It does kind of look like Joe's jumper, though.
Parks, don't do that.
This is insane.
But look how far back he is behind the 3.
Yeah, that's Steph Curry territory.
Why is his legs this close together on a jump shot?
Because he had to shake Meek, and that's just
you know
how
he probably hit them niggas with like a skirt or something when it went in. Skirt. You know he got some wild.
He threw up his middle finger and then ran down and clapped the other backboard. I didn't know what was going on.
He definitely had 3 points too. There's no way he scored more than after that shot.
Y'all are haters.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
What were we talking about before this basketball thing?
Nicki
That's the
Minaj.
only time I be wishing I was friends with rappers. Like when I see the footage of the rappers playing sports together, I'm like, damn, man.
I want to play ball.
You could have given him buckets.
I want to be there with y'all.
Every rapper want to play ball. That's like the old thing. Every rap want to play ball. Every ball player want to rap.
No, I want to play ball with the other rappers because I'm going to just elbow them niggas in their fucking neck.
This nigga want to fight.
I don't
Niggas just want to hoop. You trying to elbow niggas.
No, that's my game.
That's my
It is his game. You play ball.
That is my game.
Throw that game in the garbage. That game is trash. Like,
Joe's smoking a blunt and boxing out, or smoking a Newport and boxing out, rather.
sitting Indian style.
Do y'all want to bother to read these Nicki tweets?
I thought we
And it's not many of them.
I thought we gave Nicki enough therapy for today. I think we kind of
She brought the Carters up.
Yeah, it's dangerous territory.
Yeah, come on.
That's a, you
this
can't
is
win
what I'm
against the
saying.
Carters.
I don't get it, man. I don't understand this shit at all. I do not
That
understand.
number
Gotta
one
save
could have
face,
been her
man.
out of that contract.
What?
That number one album could have been her out or a renegotiation period if she hit that number one. There's a lot of wacky
Oh, so you're saying
shit.
that's why she's putting so much on
I'll
that?
say this. There's contracts that are designed that if you hit certain benchmarks, just like a pro athlete, you have bonuses and
That's a good point.
or renegotiating periods.
That's a good point.
Last album, I know this is what I heard, she guaranteed them a number one. So if this album was a number one, there could have been a clause in the contract that said, okay, if you hit number one on this one,
Here's a bump.
we'll let you renegotiate and we'll give you the bump.
Right.
That could have set her into a new position.
Okay. That makes
valid.
some
Alright.
sense.
Yeah.
But I think screaming on Queen Radio is not going to get Universal. It'll be like, oh, well, let's forget the contract, Nicki.
And
We heard you screaming on the radio.
Screaming at Travis.
Maul,
Posting
see,
the whale
and-
charts.
And that's exactly what I need you to defend more.
What?
Tell me that Nicki's not stealing the Joe Budden rebrand right before our eyes. Come on, honestly.
I still don't get why you say that. You break it
gotta
down for me.
You gotta be fucking joking.
Break it down for me.
I
You
don't
talking
feel
about the
like,
radio
I don't
show?
really feel like that's breakdownable. Like I feel like you should just like.
It's out there.
But what are you
Nah,
saying this
she's-
as a result of the radio show?
No,
She's
come on,
raging against the
Maul.
machine a little
Come
bit.
on,
She's
Maul.
she's
Maul.
calling out the
Listen,
labels.
she used all the keywords.
Maul, you see the drip.
Podcast, internet radio, whatever you want to call it. She used the word 360 deal.
Mm-hmm.
She had a soundboard.
She yelled.
She yelled really loud. Yeah, man.
Come on, come on.
Their
man.
gunshots are
some
kinda soft,
shit.
too.
Some
They were.
shit is
Them
just
gunshots were trash.
some shit. The writing is on the wall.
Yeah, but I can't because I don't
She's
know. You could be the
stealing my-
ops. Because you and Nicki be texting. I don't
That's a
know what
fact.
goes on.
Well, Joe's definitely the ops. I thought.
You and Nicki be
Wait,
texting.
what?
Wait,
I don't
you're the
know.
one that's been coaching her.
Wait,
You might be Coach K. You might be the K she was trying to pick.
This is a story that will go down in the
You talking
love
about
and
pick a
hip hop
K.
history books.
You might be the
But
K.
what is the truth? And what is a lie?
It might be you.
I'm not a K-Mall, and I don't have a K anywhere in my name.
Okay.
Why might I be the ops? Because we be texting. I always told you that whatever I said about Nicki wasn't ever personal.
No, I'm not saying this. I'm just saying y'all be having conversations. So I don't know what y'all. You might be. Yo, listen, Nick. This is what you need to do. Get into your podcast bag. So now you have your own platform to just talk about what you want.
Yeah.
You see how I did it, Nick.
Maul
You could have gave her that.
Yo.
Yeah, you could have gave her that, and then now you come in here like,
the
yo,
same
give
way,
me props.
Same way I gave her the cigarette and the cipher.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. You
no,
might have
I
gave
said.
her that.
I said no.
You might have. I don't know. I'm not in your text
Yo,
message.
Joe, you ill, man.
Nah, it didn't work. Your coaching
Yeah, it
didn't
didn't
work.
work.
We don't know yet. We don't know yet.
This is blatant thievery.
What if you
of-
coaching
of-
Nicki to a losing record?
Oh, I'm still in the joke. All right, fine.
I'm just saying. What if it's you?
I hate when I try.
If
to
it's you, me and
Joe
you
was
gonna
probably
fight.
like, yo, all the streams on Queen Radio are going to count towards your album too. So just yell really fucking loud and look like you on drugs and people going to
Gunshots.
come.
and then play your song on the podcast.
See, and that's where you know that the Joe Budden coaching was not there. Let me tell you why. She stole the wrong Joe's rebrand.
She stole the wrong Joe. She stole the wrong Joe.
Like 5 years ago, Joe.
Yeah, she stole Pilled Up Joe.
she stole Pilled Up Joe.
Definitely stole Adderall, Joe.
Any nigga that still Pilled Up Joe is bringing that Joe right back.
Yo, that is the Joe she stole. She ain't still Baby Joe.
Man, Joe, she
ain't-
ain't still no.
No,
Pilled
she
Up
definitely
Joe.
did the I listened to Travis album all the way
Yeah, come
and
on.
all the way
Yeah, I
back.
can't believe Maul's choosing sides like that. You chose
I
up.
haven't
You
chosen
did
anything.
choose
I'm
a
just
side.
laughing at-
You fucking, you
I'm just saying
Minaj now.
You a Ken. You're on video calling yourself a Ken. She called you a Ken and you agreed.
Wait, what?
Hold on, where is this video?
Yeah, I don't remember. Now nobody remembers at the cipher. At the cipher when him and Nicki was talking. She said you could be a Ken. Yeah, so he is a K.
I remember that.
Yo,
we uncovered it. Yeah, you a K.
I ain't gonna lie.
Ken the K.
You are Ken.
Holy shit.
Pick a K.
We've been with Ken in the room.
Yo, this is crazy. Yo, give me a drop. Hit anything. Let me just hear something, man. Hit anything. I just need to hear some effects, man.
I got you.
You are a K.
It's coming right.
You're Ken. He's Ken.
No.
She's Barbie and you're Ken. Pick a K.
Yeah, fucking.
Wow, we uncovered the K mystery.
Kobe, KD, Kyrie. Pick a K. Pick a K.
Ken.
Pick a K.
Ken.
Are you finished?
Ken.
Are you done?
Parks, fade me out. Ken.
Fair usage. Oh God, are you fucking?
Now I got the real version.
I knew it.
I got the demo.
You are
the
Ken.
reference you laid down.
Ken Budden.
Why you cut it off, nigga? I was jamming.
It's only 10 seconds.
So, if you keep playing it, that'll be 30 seconds.
That's Ken Budden.
I can't even hear it.
Y'all keep talking over the fire. Yo, they put the delay.
You got to.
All right, Rory. All right, you don't have to.
You're a little bit off.
Can you turn that shit the fuck? God damn it, yo!
What you mean?
Showing you.
Yo,
I just said what I mean.
We just uncovered all of these mysteries.
I hate when Cinda
The
at
mysteries,
home. I just
all
said
the
exactly
mysteries.
what I mean.
We just
what you
uncovered.
mean?
We just uncovered all the mysteries.
Yo, I do have a
cool.
question. I have a question for you guys. Since y'all all over the place, let me bring some focus back here. I do.
Oh
have
no, we're focused.
I have a
Don't
question.
plug your music.
Word.
Don't plug your
Let me
music.
tell you something.
Let the bass knock.
Nicki say something about Harriet Tubman one more time.
Fail.
Maul.
I can't.
She brought that shit up.
I cannot defend.
Did you guys listen to the Queen Radio shit today?
I did.
I did.
I did too.
I read.
In
I
the
thought-
gym. It was
I
not
thought
fun. It was
maybe-
not a
no,
good gym
I
session.
read,
really
I read the
thought-
group chat when you guys were doing it.
I really thought that they brought it like back, and I was like re-listening to it because every time the music came back, it was about Harriet Tubman shaking shit up, and I said, "Oh, I must be on the replay shit. It must have ended."
But why she keep saying that she shook shit up in 19 whenever that
Well, I was 18.
whenever the hell it was why is she saying that? We've advanced. There's tools and shit that Harriet didn't have back then. How is it relative is what I'm saying.
Who was a man with her on the air? Her co-host.
Safari was the I be cooking Safari.
Oh man, her co-host, man.
Yeah,
I thought Zane Lowe was bad.
Tell me
Nicki's
about
the best rapper in the world.
Alive, best rapper alive.
Tell me about her kicking Larry Jackson out the fucking spot.
I missed that.
I gotta keep that tea to myself.
Oh, you got some tea?
Tell you guys off the air.
Damn.
Oh, you do have tea for real?
I'll tell you off there.
Oh man,
I can't say it. Wow.
Oh yeah, hold up, gunshot. All right, so fine. Tell us off the air. Let me get off of that for a little bit. I have a question for you.